Okay, let's start drawing an operation process chart on Microsoft Word. Before I stuck, there's an Excel icon here that got somehow stuck there. I cannot get rid of it. I hated it at first, but it kind of grew on me with time. So please don't mind this thing here. So let's start drawing an operation process chart on Microsoft Word. This is a Word document, and why Word? It's not the easiest program, easiest software to draw some charts. There are a lot of better options. There's Visio, there is Glyphy, Extra, there is Edirol, whatever. But this might be useful too because, for example, when you're at a library and you are at a foreign computer, a computer that you don't own actually, and you just sit there and you realize that there is no software installed for you to draw good things, and you're just stuck with Microsoft Word. This happens, maybe not now, but you will get stuck with Microsoft Word at some point. So before I start drawing, I should say that if I were you and you will be preparing a lab report, I would draw the process charts or other diagrams in another Word document, and then after I'm done, I would paste it into my main lab report because Word is not really too much comfortable with having charts and text together. It works, but once in a while, when you play with the text, when you press enter, or when you write long things, or when you delete some things from what you have written already, the graphs, the pictures, or the shapes tend to drift somewhere, and it is hard to put them together once again, and that can be a pain. So that's why I suggest you to draw your charts or draw your shapes in another document and then transfer it to your original file. And another warning, you might want to stay away from this region. This is the header region of Microsoft Word. Anything you will draw in here will be hard to grasp. So once you draw something here and you try to click on it, header opens and header section opens. So it's hard to grab what you draw here in this region. So you might want to start somewhere low, for example, like this. And you might want to enlarge your word first because you might want to elaborate on what you will be drawing. So what you see here will be really large, but don't worry when you make it 100% again. Here, this part, when you make it 100% again, everything will look normal. So let's start with the operation process charts. And you start with inserting shapes here. We will be using this box here. I'm showing it on a Mac to you, but it's all similar for Mac, for Windows, or whatever operating system you have. It's just insert shapes. So at the far right, or on the far right, we have the main element, the basic part of our product. So we start with drawing the branches. In order to draw the far right branch, I'm selecting the line here and I'm drawing the line. It's a blue line. Right now it looks orange, but you click outside of it, you see it's a blue thin line. So I'm closing this header and I'm selecting the shape here. I'm trying to select the shape here. So I'm really not that down. Oh, sorry. And the next thing I do is to make it a little more bold, and I don't like the blue color here because when you print it out, it doesn't show itself. It doesn't look good. So what I'm trying to catch it. But it turns out that, by the way, I'm improvising. It turns out that I cannot catch it that easily because it's too high. So I'm taking it back and drawing another line that's a little down. So I have another line. I'm going to make it more bold and black. So there's the shape format here. Ooh, where did it go? Let's catch it. Shape format. And there's format pane here. Here we have the width of the line. I'm making it 1.5. It looks better now. And I'm changing the color black. So this will be the beginning of my main branch on the far right. And there goes the vertical line now. Insert shapes, line, then the line starts from here and let's say go to there. And I'm also making this 1.5 width, and I'm also making this black. So there we go. We have a horizontal and a vertical line, which will make us our branch. And since it's an operation chart, we're going to be putting circles and squares on it. And circles will mean operation and squares will mean inspection, not inception. Okay, so let's start with our first operation. So I'm going to be drawing a circle here, and you see the line, the central line here. I'm going to be aligning that line with this vertical line that I drew. So I'm using arrow keys. I'm pushing it a little left, and one click gave me too much shift than I wanted. And one click right takes it back to its original place, so I cannot put it in the place I want. So when you face the situation, just enlarge it a little bit. It looks really large right now, but when you make it 100%, it will look normal. So two lines are aligned right now, but I don't want a blue filled circle. I want a black circle with white filling. So I'm also making this 1.5 so that the thickness of the lines and circles and squares are consistent with each other, and the color of the line will be black. Now, when I come to the fill part here, when I say no fill, you will see the line, the segment here, which is a part of the line of that branch, actually. But I don't want to see that part, and what I do is I do a solid fill, and the color of this fill will be white. There you go. Now you have an operation on your branch. And the next thing to do is to add a number in it. For example, at the operation number here, I right click it and say, click on add text, and I write, this is the first operation. So I don't see anything. And why is that? Because the original circle was filled with a blue color, and the default text color is white. So because text color is white, I don't see it right now, and I select the text even though I don't see it right now. I click on the font color and select black. There you go. Sometimes when you put the number in it, add the number in it, it looks something like this. So you may wanna justify the position of the number into the center by clicking this here. So we have our first operation. Let's make another operation. I don't draw another circle because I already have this circle. Then I click it and copy it and paste another circle. So you see it randomly appeared here, or it wasn't random because I didn't write any text, so it decided to put the circle at the beginning of the document, but I carried it here, and double clicking I get to write the text inside a circle, and this is operation number 2. Let's add another inspection. Actually, not another. This will be my first inspection. So let's add a square, which means inspection. I'm again inserting shape. I'm selecting the square symbol here. Oh, sorry. I did draw a square, but it looks like this. So I click it and enlarge it. Whoa, maybe, yeah, this looks good, this looks proportional. Again, it's a blue square. I want a white fill, and I want black borders, and I want borders width to be 1.5. And I right-click it and add text. This is my first inspection. Again, the default text color is white, and I'm selecting the text and changing its color. So we have 2 operations and an inspection. Let's say I have produced the thing I've started, and I'm going to assemble something else to this part now. So I have to be producing something else too. So I need this horizontal branch or horizontal line segment and the vertical line here. So, but first, just a trick. I select this horizontal line here by clicking on it, and I press Command on Mac and Control on Windows, and select the second line here, this vertical line here. So by doing this, I just selected these 2 lines simultaneously. Then I click on it, not click on it, I do the right click, and you can see a group thing, writing in here. Then I say group. Grouping these means these 2 shapes, this vertical line and this horizontal line and this vertical line, is grouped together. So they're actually now just one shape together. So I'm copying it and pasting it. So now I have another branch. By the way, you know that these are grouped now, but this doesn't mean that you cannot play with or change the shape of each line individually. You still can. For example, even these are grouped. Let's say I'm trying to extend this line a little bit more. I click on this line so that from these little squares you can see that this line is selected now, and I extend it. These still are grouped, so I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Now, when I click on it, now these shapes are still together, so when you move them, they will move together, but you will have a longer horizontal line, or you can make it shorter, like this. But these are still grouped, and making them a group means they can still move together. And let's make another operation on this thing. And let's say this is the third operation. And let's say after that comes another inspection. And this is the second inspection. By the way, we all know that we just need to label these branches. So let's put the labels on them. Again, I use insert and shapes. I choose the text box icon here. I click on the text box icon here. And it's a little bit longer than I wanted, but I'm dragging it, and when I drag it, I get my desired shaped text box. And let's say we're producing a pen. I don't know what pens have in them. Let's use the mousetrap example and from our lab, and let's just say the mousetrap only uses the base and the spring right now. I know it has 6 parts, but let's just use the 2 of them right now. Let's say we have base. We are producing the base right now. It looks good, but clicking on this makes it look better. So actually it looks a little high, so I can take it down, and now it looks better. And how I did this, I clicked on it and pushed the down arrow button. And let's say I have temporal data, so I can put time data here. So I copy and paste the text box here. It still says base, and let's say I put 1.5 minutes extra. And here is the spring, production of the spring. Okay, I copy and paste it and carry it over here, and I write spring. Oh, the P doesn't look good here, so maybe I extend it a little. It lost its alignment, so I pushed the down arrow button, and right now it looks good. Let's say after the inspection of the base is done and after the inspection of the spring is done, we have to assemble them. We have to assemble the spring to the base. So they will be assembled right here. So I have to extend the length of this branch here. So what I do is click on this, and when I click on this, you can see the frame here. The frame means that it's a grouped object, and we know that this horizontal line and this vertical line are grouped. So in order to just lengthen the vertical line, I once more click on the vertical line, so you can see the small squares here, which means the vertical line has been chosen, and I extend it to here, let's say. And the assembly will be an operation. So I click on it and paste it, copy and paste it, and carry it all the way here. Maybe a little down. Okay. It's too much down. Yep, that's good. The fourth operation, let's say the fourth operation is the assembly. So I need another line here. Insert shapes, horizontal line, or no, there's no horizontal line. Insert shapes and line. What have I done? Okay. Woo! Okay. Wee. Yeah, I drew a horizontal line, but I don't like it because this should be aligning with the center of the circle here. So I push it a little down, and this time there's a gap between this line and this line. I make this thicker and black, but I also need to extend this vertical line a little more. One click will select the grouped object, and another click will select the vertical line. And I extend this line. Voila! So what I did was I assembled the spring to the base as the fourth operation. Let's say I have another inspection after that. So I need to extend this line a little bit because this line has to go down. This is the main branch. But one click here selects the grouped object, and the second click will select this object, and I hold this square. This square means this is the end point of this line here, and I extend it a little more. There you go. You have an extended line. And let's say after the assembly, we do a quality control. So a quality control is an inspection, and I copy and paste an inspection symbol. I carry it all the way here. And you want that. And this is the third inspection I'm doing. So let's say this is the last thing I'm going to do. And let's say the mousetrap is produced. Then, for a nice touch, for a nice finish, I'm extending this a little bit more. And I'm going to put a reverse triangle here, meaning that once the product is done, I'm putting it into the inventory. I'm adding to the inventory. So I am inserting shape, and I'm selecting a triangle. Whoop. There you go. I have a triangle here, and I cannot align it. So when I cannot align something, I change its shape, and it's now aligned. But what do I want? It's not actually totally aligned, but it's gonna work. But what I want is a reverse triangle, not this triangle. I want it upside down. So I click on it. Let me check something. Does it have an angle here? No, this is about the text box. Okay, I'm doing it old school way. So I'm this rotating arrow here makes you rotate the shape. So I'm going to rotate it 180 degrees. So I'm taking it and dragging it. Whoop. It's reversed. And I wanted black and white, so I come here, click on it, and I want a solid line that is black, and our thickness that we use is 1.5. And where is the fill? Okay, fill is the upper part, and I want a white fill. So there you go. You're done. And once I'm done, by the way, you have to add temporal data here if you have them. Let's say this is .42 minutes. Maybe I extend a little bit. Okay. So you add temporal data here. And I'm done. And when I'm done, I'm making it 100%. So my operation process chart looks like this, and this doesn't look good, so I'm going to extend a little bit. Yep. And there is a red line under the min here. It means that the dictionary doesn't know that word. So I'm double clicking it and saying ignore all. Right now, when I ignore it, it deletes the red line under red curved line under the MsWord. So let's say I'm done. And remember that I'm not in my original lab report file. So let's say I save it because I might need it in the future. And let's say I'm saying OPC and it's on my desktop. I saved it. And let's open a new Word file and I'm going to paste it. Now, how I'm going to do this is I'm taking a screenshot of it. Let's enlarge it a little so it takes up the whole screen, and let's say I enlarge it here and I take a screenshot of this part. If you're on Mac, oh, that's not the screenshot I wanted. If you're on Mac, you can click Command-Shift-4, and Command-Shift-4 makes you take a screenshot of a desired part of the screen. If you're on Windows, then what you can do is take the screenshot of the whole screen, then go to Paint and crop this part. I don't know if you can take the screenshots of a certain part of the screen, but if you do, please let me know and I will update it. But when worst comes to worst, you can take the screenshot of the whole screen, then go to Paint and crop this part. Now that I've cropped this part and I'm making this file disappear and opening the other file, and I'm inserting, let's say this is my original lab report, blah, blah, blah. Of course, the others won't be blah, blah, blah. And I'm inserting picture from file, and let's say this is my desktop, and let's see if I have screenshots here. Yes, this is my screenshot. So here's a neat picture of my screenshot of my operation process chart. Sorry. So why did I do that? Because when you don't do that, let's open this, and when you write texts, right now, by the way, you see letters that you don't have in the English alphabet. Don't worry about it. Just ignore them. When you do this, your picture may shift. Some circles will go somewhere, and the squares may go somewhere else, and it is hard to put them together. So this is one neat picture. So whatever you do, oh, we're better. Whatever you do, here the picture will move as one solid piece. And we're done with the operation process charts. Good luck!